Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hey, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you are back, welcome back. Today I'm here to share with you guys a post review of one of my most recently completed diamond painting kits. In these videos, I like to give you a chance to see what a particular diamond painting kit looks like completed. I go over some of the things that I really loved about it and mention if there were any challenges that I ran into. And even if this exact kit isn't necessarily one that you're thinking of buying yourself, hopefully this is still going to give you a really good idea of what this particular diamond painting company has to offer, and so you can go browse and see if they have anything else that's calling your name. So I have my diamond painting logbook here handy where I track all the stats and I take notes on things that I had just with my experience working on the kit, and I have the original artwork. So what we're going to be looking at today is a kit called Stormblessed, and here is that original artwork if you're curious. And this is by the artist The Colorful Cat Studio and was legally licensed by Enablers Outpost to turn into a diamond painting. Now, I do want to let you know right up front that I was sent this kit for review by Enablers Outpost, but I strive to give you really unbiased and authentic opinions, and that's a huge value of mine. But I, of course, want to make sure that you know that right up front. In the interest of full disclosure, though, even if I had not been sent this kit, I would have happily purchased it because it is completely and totally my style. I feel very lucky that Elizabeth and Edward, the owners over at Enablers Outpost, know me so well. FYI, Enablers Outpost not only has a really amazing variety of legally licensed diamond paintings that they've made upgrades to over the course of them offering diamond paintings, and spoiler alert, I feel like this kit features some of their just best upgrades that they've done. I don't remember if this is version 3 point something, but rest assured that like this is just top-notch quality all around, and they are super receptive to feedback, and like I said, have been really striving to make improvements as they've continued to create diamond paintings for us. But Enablers Outpost also offers some amazing diamond painting accessories, including diamond painting pens, and they also have what they call Enablers Outpost Chit, which is a scented putty that I love. I love using it in my multi-placer, so feel free to go and check out what they have to offer besides just diamond paintings. But anyway, back to this beauty. Like I said, the name of this kit is Stormblessed. It's by the artist The Colorful Cat Studio. I believe that it is still available to purchase on the Enablers Outpost website, and I will link directly to it. And the size on this one was 50 by 60 centimeters. I believe it was just offered in the one size. It has 36 colors, including 2 ABs, and has square drills. This is actually the first kit that I've worked on from them that has square drills. The other kits that I've worked on from them had round, and so I was really curious to see what it would be like to work on one of their square drill kits for sure. So I started this kit on December 8th, and it took me a week to finish. I finished on December 15th, and this was my 39th finish of the year. So a fun way to kind of round out the year here. So here's a look at this entire piece here at a little bit of an angle. Doesn't it look so incredibly amazing? So this original artwork has these major watercolor vibes, which involves a lot of really soft edges. It also has a lot of muted tones, lots of shades of beige and gray. And honestly, I was a little nervous going into it. I was like, ooh, am I gonna burn out on the color scheme? But I just thought, I think it's going to be totally fine because I think that the detail is going to be really amazing. And I adore this artwork so much that I truly don't think that I'm going to mind the color scheme whatsoever. There are 2 ABs in this kit, like I mentioned, and actually the AB placement was one of my favorite things about this kit. So if you take a look, there's some really pretty white ABs that you can find in the dress that this gal is wearing. So, 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 so pretty. You can also get a look up close here at the square drills. You can see the nice quality on them. They're sitting really nicely together. There's some white ABs sprinkled throughout the clouds. And then the scales, let me find a good spot to show you. For one, by the way, look at the level of confetti going on in these scales. I am so happy with it though, because when you pull back, the detail is incredible. The way the color comes through is amazing. So if you take a look, there are these gray ABs highlighting in the scales, kind of where there would be almost like a metallic effect. I love that AB placement. I think it's so good because honestly, when I think about dragon scales, there absolutely should be ABs involved. So I was so happy with the AB placement. Look at that dragon eye. I liked the colors in the wings here. We had some nice shades of like yellow and even a little bit of orange. And the shading, I think, works really, really nicely. Now, keep in mind, this is a really good example of how differently a diamond painting can look when you're up close as opposed to when you pull back to a true viewing distance, because all diamond paintings really are designed to be looked at from a viewing distance, which is not the 6 inches from the camera that you guys currently are. A viewing distance is more like at least a few feet back. So even here, when you guys are just now maybe 2.5, 3 feet away from the canvas, I feel like that already makes an amazing difference in how that detail and those colors come together. I just have to point out, you guys, look at how amazing these scales look. And look at the original artwork again. Again, we are talking some major watercolor vibes. So this is not easy to translate to diamond painting form whatsoever. But I am really incredibly happy with how Enabler's Outpost has done it. And I'm in love with this artwork. I started following this artist on Instagram, and they have an Etsy shop as well. And I was just kind of like looking through all their artwork going, ooh, I wonder what else Enabler's Outpost is going to license. I'm thinking of buying like a couple of prints to support the artist as well. But I love it. I feel like this is a really nice example of how watercolor style diamond artwork can translate well to diamond painting form. So some other things that I really enjoyed about working on this kit, like I mentioned, the all-around quality on Enabler's Outpost kits is amazing. I think that the canvas quality is really, really, really good. I like that it's not that soft lint that's really popular right now. It's a nice, thick, but malleable quality canvas that is laying flat really beautifully. It's holding the drills really, really well. It was really enjoyable to work on. The glue was top-notch quality. I haven't had any diamonds falling off. It wasn't slippery. It just has set really well, and so I like that. The drill field was really clear. Here's a look at the symbols that were on the canvas. So a mix of alphanumeric and non-alphanumeric symbols, but it was really, really easy to read, which was really important in my opinion because it was so confetti heavy. So I was really happy about that. The drill quality was pretty good. There was a little bit of trash, but that is common when it comes to squares, even high quality squares. What was more important to me was that I had more than enough diamonds left to, good diamonds left to complete my canvas. And I also felt like really the majority of the diamonds, the vast majority of the diamonds were really nice quality. So I wasn't having to like pick around a lot or anything like that. And I thought that the AB placement was really good, just all around. Really, really nice quality. I was really happy just with what I call like the basics. If the basics aren't there as far as just your materials and stuff, if the quality on those isn't there, then that's going to make or break your diamond painting experience, I feel like. Also, one of the top things that it's really a top priority for me personally, and this part is definitely subjective, is the rendering, because I'm not one that wants to do a lot of fiddling with the rendering. And so I really appreciate how a company has charted a piece looks beautiful, and I feel like does the original artwork justice. There were a couple of spots that I'm gonna maybe just share with them, like if they do another run of this kit or something like that, that I might be like, oh, maybe touch this up just a tiny bit. Like some of the shading in her hair, I feel like is maybe just a little bit stark. But at the same time, if you look at the original artwork, it'll come into focus, there are some pretty stark highlights in her hair. It's just the way that it translates, and I think I'm being picky. But I might change that so that it's a little bit more subtle. But again, that's really just going to be personal preference. There are just a couple of spots that I was like, there's, just a little bit of fuzz, like a little bit of like, oh, I might neaten this up just a tiny bit. But 99% of this kit, the shading is beautiful. Like, look how beautifully shaded the clouds are. The colors and the render on the scales, I cannot get over it. It was pure confetti, so it did take me a while to complete those sections with the scales, but it was so worth it. By the way, if you're new and you're like, what is confetti? Confetti is where you have lots and lots of color changes in a small area. So you're mostly single placing, you're changing that color out in your tray pretty often. That's what was going on in here, but that's not a complaint because I'm all about confetti if it's for a reason, and a reason is to make it look like the original artwork and to translate beautifully color-wise. And that's what I really feel like was going on in here. I started at the bottom of the kit, like on this bottom row here. And as soon as I worked on the dragon's feet here, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be amazing. I'm really excited to keep working on this kit. The other thing that I really loved about having this kit and working on this kit is I just really adore supporting small shops in the community. There are a ton of diamond painting shops out there, and a lot and more that are offering legally licensed artwork, which is where the company is both getting permission of the artist and fairly compensating the artist for the use of their artwork as a diamond painting. And with art theft being unfortunately very rampant in the crafting world, I'm all about supporting companies that are doing right by artists. But I especially love and have a soft spot in my heart for small shops where it's often just a family-run business out of their home, and they are working super hard day in and day out to put together a really wonderful quality product for us, and often with a lot less resources than some of these bigger shops have. So I love supporting Enablers Outpost. Elizabeth and Edward are amazing people, and I highly recommend that you guys go and give their shop a follow and see if they have anything that is catching your eye, because it is totally worth supporting them. So really, I kind of covered some of the areas that were a little bit of question marks for me, which was really just like some very minor trash in the drills, which I can't really even call a true con, because that's just so common, even with high quality resin drills. So, and the main thing that I would just point out is just some of these color spots that I'm not totally sure about. So, other than that though, you guys, this was an amazing experience to work on. I'm really glad that I worked on one of Enablers Outpost's most recent releases. They've been putting out some amazing artwork and kits lately. If you haven't taken a look recently, definitely go and see, because I bet they have added more since the last time that you looked. And they're very communicative about like when kits are coming in, because they do sometimes do pre-orders and that sort of thing. They're so communicative. The customer service is top notch, and they're all around, they're good people. So will I be buying from Enablers Outpost again? Do I recommend buying from Enablers Outpost? Without a doubt, 100%. And I promise that I am not saying that just because they sent me this kit. I have bought from them several times in the past and will continue to do so, because I feel really good about the quality of the product that I'm getting and about the people that I'm supporting. So you guys, this again is Stormblessed from the Colorful Cat Studio, aka Rachel Byler. The shop is Enablers Outpost, and like I said, the last time that I checked just a couple of days ago, This was still listed on the website as available for purchase. So if it is, I will link directly to it, and I'll also link just to their diamond paintings page in general, so you can go browse. If you're a dragon lover like me, definitely go and take a look, because they've partnered with some wonderful artists. Like Emma Casey has released several dragon kits with them in like full crystal and stuff like that. So amazing stuff happening over there. You guys, thank you so much for joining me for this reveal and post review of one of my recently completed kits. I hope that this video was helpful for you and gave you not only a sense for what this exact kit looks like once it's completed, but also just what Enablers Outpost has to offer. So I hope that you guys are doing well. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with all things diamond painting with me, feel free to hit the subscribe button down here and the bell to be notified when I share new videos. And if you wouldn't mind giving this video a heart on your way out, or a thumbs up on your way out, my brain's in Instagram mode apparently, a thumbs up on your way out, I would super appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts. Have you tried Enablers Outpost kits before? And if not, are you gonna go and take a look? So have an amazing day, you guys. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.